Before I start this video, I do just want to say that any AdSense money made from the lifetime of this video will be donated to charities that help Afghan women and children. Right now I don't know which charity it's going to be donated to over the lifetime of this video because I'm not sure what's happening with charities in Afghanistan at the moment. Some educational charities for young women have been displaced, and I would rather give the money to a charity that helps on the ground in the community. So if anyone does want to recommend any charities, please let me know in the comments. Hi everyone, my name is Ness. Today is the 15th of August and it is my birthday. I do feel like I just need to explain myself a little bit. So birthdays aren't necessarily a happy time for me. Family holidays aren't a happy time for me. They're really difficult, but especially more so my birthday. Because the focus is kind of on me and I can't put my focus onto someone else. So today I've struggled with. I have a lot of family trauma and I've been having nightmares about this day. But over the past week these gifts have been absolutely stacking up. And it's been really nice to know that people actually care about me a lot. I love my bookish friends so much. My life would definitely not be as happy as it is without the people in my life. So I just want to kind of convey that I'm absolutely astonishingly grateful for all of these gifts, all of the messages on Twitter wishing me a happy birthday right now. I'm sure there'll be people in the comments wishing me a happy birthday, and I'm just overwhelmingly grateful for all of that because it really picks me up in a day that for me is truly a nightmare. I have been sat looking at these, working next to these for the past week, and I've been absolutely dying to get them open. I'm just gonna like show you how extensive it is. So I've got them all in a box right now, but it's like all of these that we have to open. I also have 7 books which aren't wrapped up to talk about as well. I haven't got a clue what is in these parcels, so I'm very sorry that I'm probably not going to be able to give a good overview of what these books are about, because to sit and like do the research that I usually put into talking about a book haul or a TBR video, I just can't do that in this time. So I really just want to open these gifts. I'm going to be an emotional mess, I'm just warning you right now. Some of these have multiple books in and I just don't understand. I don't know. So yeah, happy birthday to me. Let's just get started with the first one. Already I've opened this and this is one of my most anticipated reads this year. I'm not functioning right now. Oh my god. Oh no! I bought them the same book for their birthday as well. Oh, right, great minds think alike. Okay, so this is Rise to the Sun by Leah Johnson, and this is gifted to me from the wonderful Ocean, who is a great friend of mine, and they've wrote happy birthday. This book looks amazing. I hope you enjoy it. Ocean, I hope that you love it too. Honestly, we could buddy read this. Oh my god, birthday buddy read. So this is Rise to the Sun. I've been wanting this for the longest time. This is a sapphic novel about 2 main characters who go to a music festival and meet at the festival. I think there's some sort of like something goes wrong with the festival that causes some sort of chaos and pushes them together. It's a short read. It's by the author of You Should See Me in a Crown, which I did start but unfortunately didn't finish because I was listening to it on audiobook and my subscription ran out. So I'm really excited to get this. It seems like a quick read, perfect for the summer. I love music. The cover art is just beautiful. I love these 2 characters. They are absolutely stunning. The nose ring, yes. Oh my god, such an amazing start. Thank you so much, Ocean. I really love it. I can't believe we bought each other the same book as well. Oh, fabulous. I hope you had a nice birthday too. Oh my god, I've been wanting this book for years. This is Lair of Dreams. This is book 2 in the Diviners series. I did read the Diviners it's probably about 5 years ago now, and it was a fantastic story. If you haven't read it and you like young adult, I highly recommend that you read it. It would be a great autumn read if you're looking for books to add to your autumn TBR. It's set in like the 1920s and It's mysterious and magical, it's dark, there's like a murder mystery, hunting ghouls type of thing. I love it. And this is from Cora. She says happy birthday, and I will leave her Twitter handle below. What I'm going to say is, actually I forgot to say this at the start, any social media links to the people that have bought me gifts today will be linked in the description. Please, please, please. I don't know what else I can do to thank these people other than encouraging you to go and follow them on their social media, engage with their content. These are absolutely amazing human beings. Please, please go and check their content out. Thank you very much, Cora. I absolutely love this. You've picked a fantastic book off my wish list. Oh, I can't wait to read, honestly can't wait to read this. Cora, I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. Number 3. Oh, we're flying through these. Like, I'm already so picked up already. I'm gonna get all emotional again. Alright, I'm not gonna get emotional again. Okay. Right, this is a birthday present of my husband. I kind of like gave him my wish list and he was just really overwhelmed, and he judged books by their covers because he's dyslexic, he doesn't read a lot, he finds reading really difficult. So it's not something that he knows a lot about, it's not a world he's really dipped into. And he purely picked books based on their covers, and this is what he picked, and if only he knew what he picked. That's all I'm saying. So he did pick me book 2 in the From Blood and Ash series, and it's A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I mean, I totally understand why he picked this based on its cover, but if I told him what this was about, I think he would honestly roll about laughing on the floor. I did find From Blood and Ash okay. When I first read it, I thought it was very slow, and I rated it 3 stars based on the writing and how slow it was. But actually looking back, it was actually a really fun novel, so I did want to pursue the series. Yeah, that was a wild ride. I didn't love it as much as other people, but if you like new adult fantasy, you know, it's a good choice, I guess. He has also picked me, but I kind of steered him in this direction, and it hasn't been delivered yet. And it's The Traitor Queen, and that is book 2 in the Bridge Kingdom series, which I read recently. I really loved it, and usually I don't go out and buy book 2 of a series straight away because I have so many other amazing books to read. But for that book specifically, I was like, yes, I need book 2 now. So when he said he was going to buy 2 books off my wish list, I did steer him down that path. That comes on Wednesday, so I'm very excited to get my hands on this. But thank you very much, husband. I haven't looked at it yet because I wanted to look at the note first. Oh, my dear friend, my dear friend. Right, okay, so my absolutely gorgeous friend Ali has bought me King of Scars. Last year she did buy me Crooked Kingdom, which I am currently reading right now, and I love the Grisha series. It's definitely something that I'm getting into. I've read all of Shadow and Bone. I've read Six of Crows this year, and I really loved it. I'm dying to get into King of Scars. That's really hard for me to say. So this is from Ali. She says, happy birthday. So how much you loved Six of Crows, I did too, and thought I'd get you the next book set in this world. Hope you enjoy this book as much as I did, from Ali. I love that you're like continuing on and like pushing me to read more Leigh Bardugo. Ali lives in the United States, and she's definitely one of these people where I wish I lived closer to her so that I could actually see her, hug her and spend time with her, go on coffee dates, go to bookshops. That's the hard thing about having internet friends. One day. Right, this is a big package. There could be 2 or 3 books in here. Stuff like that's very overwhelming. There is definitely 3 books in here. Who has done this? Another of my really awesome, fantastic friends. Oh my god, this channel would not exist without this person, I swear down. So this is off my dear friend Michael. Let's see what he's got me. I knew it was going to be fantasy. Oh my god, oh my god. I need to read all the notes as well. If there was going to be any books, yes, I just knew what was coming. Okay, so the first one is A Memory Called Empire. I've heard so many good things about this book. And then it says, happy birthday. This one is for you being yourself. Wow, in person. Like, alright, now I'm having a good look at the cover. The cover looks absolutely epic. Like, I've never noticed that this is like a throne before. Right, I'm trying to think about what the best way to summarize this is. So I'm assuming this book is the first in a series because it has number 1 in the spine. Didn't know that it was going to be a series. This is an adult sci-fi book. It's like basically like a space opera. It's a new world, like set in the future. Really interesting, and I think for me this kind of like lays the foundation of a great science fiction novel for me, is that the writer is a historian of like ancient empires and a city planner as well. She writes about border politics, rhetoric, propaganda, and I always find that when authors are like specialists or professors in something else like that, they write fantastic worlds. And in this, the main character is an ambassador for an empire, and she soon comes to discover that her predecessor was murdered. She's hunting a killer. It's an adventure. I've heard so many good things about this. Really have. Some people on Booktube who I consider having very similar tastes when it comes to adult sci-fi and fantasy for me rave about this book, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. Oh, that is an exciting book. Okay, so next one, The Ruin of Kings. And the note for this one says, this one is for the epicness you bring to the world. Well, thank you. All I'm saying is this channel wouldn't exist without Michael, because years and years ago I came across his channel, Bitten by a Radioactive Book, and he spoke about a lot of genres I didn't know at the time. I mean, I was only like 20, and he made videos about science fiction and fantasy, and that was where I got a lot of my adult science fiction and fantasy recommendations from. He definitely broadened my horizons when it came to reading and what I understood about what I liked from reading. So yeah, this channel would not exist without him, so thank you very much, Michael. The Ruin of Kings, I added this to my wish list after watching Brightness Katie Reads recommend some sci-fi books. This is book 1 in a series, and it sounded, the way that Katie put it, honestly, it sounded epic. It's an adult fantasy book, and it's about a bard's apprentice who steals to get out of this desperate situation of living in the slums. He raised the wrong house and is marked by a demon. The royal family claim him as their immortal heir's lost son, and he finds out that he's part of an ancient prophecy, and he may not be the one that is destined to save the world. He may be destined to destroy it. I'm sorry, what? That sounds immense. This is a long read though. I did not think that this book was going to be that long. That's exciting. Thank you so much for this one, Michael. And there's still one more to go, and it's probably the one that I'm excited for. I've wanted this book a long time, Michael. This one is for the warmth you bring to the world. Okay, so this is Kings of the Wild. This sounds like such a good book. So this is an adult fantasy book in which there is a band of aged mercenaries, and they are reunited on sort of like one more mission. An ex-member of their band turns up and says that his daughter is missing, and they set off trying to find his daughter. They once, like decades ago, were the most like feared, merciless band of mercenaries, but you know, they're a bit past their prime. It says on the back, it's time to get the band back together, and all I can think of is like that TikTok sound, like, we're getting the band back together. Oh, the cover looks so good as well. Thank you so much, Michael. This is too much. This is too much. I'm very overwhelmed. I appreciate you. You know what I do. I really love your presence. Another case where a friend lives abroad, need to visit. Germany is on the cards next year. This feels like this could be 2 books or one very big book. The Amazon delivery driver for my area must have just thought, what is going on? There's 2 books in this. Oh my god. So these 2 books are from, they're so exciting. They're from Ali, who is my friend on Twitter. They also have an Instagram account, which I will also link below. Happy birthday to one of my favourite booktubers. I hope you have a lovely day. Oh my god, that note means so much to me. I don't ever see myself as being someone's favourite, so that's a lot. Thank you. I hope you enjoy Dark Shores as much as I did. I think it's definitely a series worth reading. Okay, so when I saw this book, this was what like really took me back. I absolutely love Danielle Jensen's The Bridge Kingdom, which I've already spoke about at the start of this video, and I wanted to read more books by her because I thought that her world building in The Bridge Kingdom was really good, and that's what I loved about it. So I wanted to read more by Danielle Jensen, And Dark Shores is her young adult series, which I think she wrote before The Bridge Kingdom. And at the start I thought that this was going to be like a pirate novel, and a lot of people go into this thinking that it's going to be about pirates but get disappointed when they realise that it's not. To be honest, I'm not bothered about what it's about. I really like this author's work. So this is about a sailor, a soldier, and a dangerous quest. So the main character is the second mate of a ship beholden to the goddess of the seas. Her people are born of the waves and alone know how to cross the impassable oceans between the east and the west. So the main character is Tariana, maybe? And then I'm guessing this is the love interest. Marcus is the commander of the 37th, the notorious legion that has led the Selindor Empire to conquer the entire East. The Legion is his only family, and even though they don't know the secret he's been hiding from childhood. When an Empire senator discovers the existence of the Dark Shores, he captures Tariana's crew and threatens to reveal Marcus's secret unless they sail in pursuit of conquest, forcing the two into an unlikely and unwilling alliance. Okay, if this is enemies to lovers, I swear to God, I'm so excited, because she wrote enemies to lovers so good in The Bridge Kingdom. Oh my God, I'm super excited for this. Really, really excited for this. And it's a lovely American floppy back. I'm so excited. Ali, honestly, if there was a book that you were going to get me, I think it was this, if I'm honest. And she also got me Amari and the Night Brothers, and I didn't realise this would come with beautiful sprayed edges. I love middle grade. Middle grade is definitely something that I've been reading a lot more of in the past couple of years, and when I find a good middle grade, it easily bumps itself up into like my favourite books of all time. And this book has a lot of good reviews right now. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and it is about a main character whose elder brother goes missing, and they don't realise how big or important their disappearance is. And in that time they find a suitcase in their closet, and the suitcase starts off this whole world of magic for them, and it chucks them into a world full of mermaids, aliens, magicians, dragons. I love a good middle grade. This is definitely one I'll be getting around to soon, because I'm reading a lot of middle grades right now. Excellent taste, Ali. Thank you so much for getting me these. This is 2 books is too much, but your notes are lovely. Thank you very much. I keep my notes in all my books because it's just something to like reflect back on and give me that feeling and reminder that like I have friends even when I feel really alone. Next, this feels like, again, this could be 2 books that's... Oh my God. I was not expecting this. These are very cheekily of my best friend Rebecca, who has a YouTube channel. I don't stop banging on about this. Just in case your proper gift doesn't arrive in time, here's a backup. My finger slipped and I accidentally bought you this book. Whoops, from Rebs. Rebecca, I'm gonna kill you, okay? So Rebecca usually buys me a gift and that gets delivered to her house. It's usually the most fantastic gift of all time. She gets me, honestly, the best gifts. Percy Jackson t-shirts, everything. Oh God, I love her. So I know she's bought me birthday presents, and I'm slightly mad that she's bought me more, but I'm dying at these books. So she's bought me The Firekeeper's Daughter. Oh God, this book is new out, and I was gonna buy this for myself in Waterstones. I can't stop looking at how beautiful this cover is. This book. So this book is about a biracial 18-year-old girl. She is mixed white and indigenous, and she struggles to really find her place in her communities and struggles with her identity, and she is the witness to a murder and agrees to go along with an FBI covert operation. I've heard a lot of good things about this novel. It's one that I would, now that I have it, I was not expecting to get it at all, but now that I have it, I just want to end filming and just sit and read this, if I'm honest. I didn't think that this was a book that I was going to have for a long time. It feels so beautiful in hardback as well. Rebecca, this is too much. Oh God, there's a second book. Rebecca, this is too much. So the second one is Keeper of the Lost Cities. I know that Ali, who I've spoke about from New York Ali, there's now 2 Alis, she really liked this book, and that's why I wanted to read it. The main character, Sophie, is a telepath, and she can hear the thoughts of everyone around her, something that she's never spoken about even to her own family. she meets a mysterious boy who can also read minds. Something happens and she's forced to leave everything behind and start a life in a new magical world. There's secrets buried deep in Sophie's memory, secrets that other people desperately want, secrets they might even kill for. Rebecca, these are fantastic gifts. Thank you very much. I'm absolutely spoiled by you all the time. Again, there's 2 books in here. Absolutely spoiled. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is like my middle grade heaven, I swear. So these are from my absolutely gorgeous, beautiful friend Lily. I'm so pleased that I've made a connection with Lily. I could sit here and talk all day about how much I really appreciate Lily and love her content. She has an amazing Booktube channel. She's almost at 1,000 subscribers, so please go in the description and consider following her. So the first note is for The Ship of Shadows. Honestly, I've picked this up so many times in shops. This says, "This is the perfect middle grade fantasy escapism. I hope you like it. Happy birthday." Thank you. To have this in my hands and know that this is now mine, when I've picked this up so many times in shops and thought, you know, I just can't buy any more books. I can't justify it. I don't have the money to do so. The thing I love most about middle grades is publishers and authors go the extra mile to make their books special, beautiful. There's like little bits of art throughout. This is a middle grade pirate adventure. I got interested in this book because I was hearing comparisons between this and the adventure style in Frostheart, and I absolutely love Frostheart. It's one of my favourite middle grades, so I'm very much looking forward to reading this. Oh god, but there's too many books. I keep saying for every single book, like, I want to read this soon. I've never had so many like amazing books in my hands in one day. Honestly, this cover, this is another one that I've picked up so many times in Waterstones and put it down. This is Wranglestone, but this one is a young adult novel. It has the most beautiful, beautiful cover. I love the colours on it. It's absolutely stunning. So the note for this one says, "This book is somehow super cute and super creepy at the same time. I loved it. I really hope you enjoy it." Oh, that sounds so promising. Sorry, I just had to take a moment. I was getting Anyway, Wranglestone. It's a gay zombie post-apocalyptic novel. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. Books have always been my escapism from family trauma. I live next to a library and I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, and most of my life has been spent in my bedroom, getting out the way of everything. Then when I was old enough, the library was close enough where I could walk there. It was like 2 streets down and I could walk there on my own. And books gave me this sense of escapism which I really needed. Even now, I'm getting older and books are still like my safety net. They're like my comfort blanket. And to have friends that buy me books, it's like you're buying me the things that I need the most. I don't know, there's kind of just something really poetic in it, I think. I guess what I'm just trying to say is I really appreciate it. Try again. Wranglestone, post-apocalyptic America. There's zombies and there's a gay romance in it, which needs to be more in young adult literature. So I'm not sure how that comes together or how it works. I think that this might be part of a series. I'm not sure, but it's an award-winning book and I love the cover. It's just got the most beautiful colours on. It is a little bit messy off Amazon. I'm gonna have to figure out how to wash that because I need it to be perfect. But thank you so much, Lily. So the next one, there is a few more to go. Oh, this is a big book. You know what? I was gonna say, if I had to guess who this was off, I think it would be Lauren. And I'm right. Happiest of birthdays. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy it as much as you can. Love, Lauren. Lauren is another one of my dear Booktube friends. She has a really, really amazing channel and I would really appreciate it if you went over and looked at her content as well. Lauren has been my friend before Booktube days. We had like lifestyle blogs together many years ago. We also realised we went to the same university but never saw each other at university. Another person I would love to meet in the flesh and just hug with all my heart, and I knew that Inkheart would be from Lauren because this was something that she was going to buy me last year for my birthday. I remember that tweet specifically. Inkheart is obviously a very popular children's novel. and I've never read it. They were redesigned a few years ago with these beautiful covers, and that's what kind of like piqued my interest. If I'm honest, it kind of created a resurgence for this book. I think Lauren has read it and loved it, and I think that's why she wanted to get me this book. I think a lovely thing about this book that I've just realised is that if you open it, there's a message from the publisher inside this. This is the first time I've seen this in a book, and what they've basically said is that Inkheart is a novel for everyone who loves to read and dares to dream about stories that can come alive in more ways than one. This is definitely like a staple of children literature, and essentially the main character loves stories, but since the disappearance of her mother, her dad has refused to read to her out loud, and it's because what she comes to realise is when her dad reads stories out loud, the stories come to life around them. Obviously something happens which prompts him to start reading stories to her again, and it starts off her adventure. This is another one where in person you see all the little details of the cover art in this, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is kind of one of them books that I want to face this way on my shelves just so you can see how beautiful it is, which I might have to make some room to do that. Thank you so much, Lauren. I really appreciate this, and as always, I love your friendship. Please go and check out her social media links below. This has at least 3 books in it. Someone has spoiled me too much again. So there's 3 books of Danielle, who is a new friend who I'm very pleased I've met. You know, a lot of people come and go on my social medias, and for some reason Danielle just stuck out to me as someone that I wanted to be friends with, so I had to reach out to her. So Danielle, I just wanted to say, like, I really appreciate you so much already, but 3 books is spoiling me. That's too much. And she's wrote me a lovely note that says, happy birthday, thank you so much for being so welcoming to me. I know you're having a rubbish time of it, but I hope you have an amazing day, from Danielle. Thank you so much. I mean, yeah, I really am having the most amazing day. Like, this is the most amazing birthday I could have asked for, really. And 3 incredible books. So first off is Raybearer, which is a book that I can't believe I haven't bought already. Well, I can believe it, I just don't have the money or space to. But this is such a beautiful cover. Raybearer is a difficult book to summarise. It's young adult, but I think it might be like an older young adult topic because it deals with some really hard-hitting themes. It's a book where a lot of times I've sat down and tried to read a review or read a synopsis of it, and it just seems like it covers so much detail and so much imagination. It's about a main character who's been raised in some sort of isolation, absent of her mother, and she only knows as her mother as the Lady. She comes of age, and the Lady sends her to the capital of the global empire to be chosen as one of the Crown Prince's Council of 11. If she's picked, she'll be joined with other council members through the Ray, a bond deeper than blood. But the Lady has other ideas, including a magical wish that the main character is compelled to obey. Kill the Crown Prince once she gains his trust. This sounds truly amazing. This is a duology. I think book 2 is out now, or very soon. I don't know if that's going to be the end of the series. I'm led to believe that it is a duology. I also think the world is inspired by West Africa. I've heard great things about it. Very excited to read it. Thank you so much, Danielle. That was a fantastic choice. Thank you. Second one is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I've read a Colleen Hoover book before and really loved it, and it was Confess. I read that when I was in Mexico, so it must have been about 6 years ago now, and I did, after I finished Confess, intend to read more Colleen Hoover books, but she just slipped my mind. New adult romance isn't really a genre that I've delved into much other than it being fantasy, because I don't read a lot of romance. So I kind of just forgot about Colleen Hoover until I've got a little bit too addicted to TikTok and looking at people's book recommendations on TikTok, and this one comes up so much, and I feel like this is a book that I've just seen so many times on TikTok, like read this book, read this book, read this book. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I can't remember the summary of the book, and this has too many words on the back for me to be able to read this and summarize it. Ah, God. So it seems like this is going to be a story of second love where first love pops up again. It's about the same length as Confess, and I read that in a day because I just ate it up. So I'm looking forward to getting through to my second Colleen Hoover book. Confess was great, so that people recommend this one all the time over Confess has me very intrigued. And the third book, which is really funny because I'll tell you later, is Good Girl, Bad Blood, which is book 2 in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I read recently and recommended in a previous video. So it's basically like a young adult crime novel trying to solve murder mysteries, but I really love the main character, so I wanted to continue on with the series, hence why I added this one to my wish list. I found it a really easy read, and I've read a lot of adult crime and I feel like I've oversaturated myself with adult crime, so I wanted to move into young adult crime just to make it a little bit fresher. So that's kind of like what I'm doing with this series, is I'm keeping my crime reading alive through this. So thank you so much, Danielle, for 3 fantastic books, but honestly this is too much. I feel very overwhelmed, but I'm really grateful, Danielle, and I can't wait for our friendship to develop even further. I was gonna buy this book this afternoon if I went out. Probably not going to go out because, you know, social anxiety. So this is from Sarah from Ginger Books. Sarah is a blogger, so I'll leave the link to her book blog below, and if you enjoy blogs, please go and have a look at her content. And it is House of Hollow, and actually this book is a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be. This looks like a quick read. It says, hope you have a nice birthday and get lots of treats and things start picking up for you soon. Heard good things about this book, so hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. That was an absolutely beautiful note. I really appreciate it. I've also heard good things about House of Hollow too. I've not heard too many things where I know kind of like what the plot is about. I just heard that a lot of people were raving about this, rating it 5 stars. I've heard it's like the perfect blend of horror and mystery. I don't know if this is one I want to save for kind of like October time to join in maybe with like a spooky readathon. Again, the art on the cover is absolutely stunning when you see it in person. So this book is about the Hollow sisters. They disappeared as children and reappeared a month later with no memories of what happened to them. The eldest sister, Grey, goes missing again, and the younger 2 sisters are left to figure out the mystery of what's going on, but they aren't the only ones looking for her. It also includes supernatural elements. I think I'm going to save this for October time, but also I'm dying to read it. But I've also got a lot of good books. Regardless, Sarah, thank you so much for buying me this for my birthday. So there's 2 books in here. Oh my god. Yes! Who is this? Where's the notes? Oh my god, there's no notes. There is no notes of this one. Right, I'm gonna have to go on a mission and find out who gave me these, because whoever gave me these has fantastic taste, has obviously been watching my content, looking at what I'm talking about on Twitter, because this is something that I'm honestly obsessed with at the moment. Amazing. So they are Homer and 1,000 Ships. That's why I feel like someone who got me this has been watching my content a lot, because I've obviously been talking a lot about Greek mythology and about how it's something that I'm becoming truly obsessed with. Homer, the Odyssey, is a book that I've wanted for so long, and I've just never got out to the shops to buy it because social anxiety, but it's something I've been wanting in my hands for the longest time. And this is the AV Ryu version. I don't think I need to say too much about the Odyssey. It's a classic, but I've never sat down and read it. I've only like read plot synopsises or read retellings of the Odyssey, so I think it's time to sit down and read it. The amount of times I've stayed up like till 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning looking at different translations of the Odyssey, like which one should you buy. It's a book I've dreamt about owning. It's a book I've spent many nights awake thinking about finally buying this book. So I'm really grateful to whoever bought me it. And they also bought me 1,000 Ships, which is a Greek retelling of, well, it's not really like a retelling, it's more of a reimagining of the women that were in the Trojan War, and sort of the Trojan War from their perspective. Another book I've heard fantastic things about. I'm bang into this stuff at the minute. Another one where it's just such a beautiful cover. I think what I'm going to do is rearrange my bookshelves so I've got like a Greek mythology and Greek history shelf, because I also have Circe and the Song of Achilles, so these can like go with them and we can make like a nice little display. Oh, so excited. I don't want to put them down. Just okay, gonna do it. No. Oh, I just love them. Last one that's parceled up, and then I'm going to show you some other gifts as well. They're not necessarily birthday gifts, they're from like recently though. Oh, there's another 2. Another one of my really great friends, internet friends. It's Katie Gilroy. So Katie Gilroy is a lifestyle blogger, freelancer, all-round amazing person. Her friendship also predates my Booktube days, and it's definitely like from the blogging era. If I had to pick a number off the top of my head, I think I probably have been aware of, or at least friends with, Katie for about 9 or 10 years, and we've never met, and that's something I have to change. First note just says happy birthday to you. I love you. And the other one says, happy birthday beautiful, you deserve a whole library on an island, but these 2 books will have to do till I win the lottery. I love you and hope your day is filled with smiles. Yeah, it really is now. One day I'm just going to be like, enough is enough. I'm going to get in my car. It's going to be 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have the car filled with snacks. I'm going to drive and just knock on Katie's door and just like, we are hanging out now. This has gone on for too long. You know those friends on the internet where you're like driving to work and they'll randomly pop in your head and you'll just wonder, oh, I hope they're having a good day. Like, to me, that is Katie. And it's also Lauren and Ali and Michael and so many of these amazing, gorgeous human beings. And I feel like Katie's must have just scrolled to the bottom of my wish list to look at what I've been wanting for the longest time, because I've had these on there for years. And the first one is These Witches Don't Burn, with an absolutely stunning cover. I've had this on my wish list for so long that I can't even remember what it's about, but I'm pretty sure it's a sapphic novel, so I need to check. Yeah, so I've just seen a review, probably one of the most popular reviews on Goodreads, that says it's a queer witch whodunit, which to me just sounds amazing. The main characters live in Salem, Massachusetts, and they are elemental witches. Yeah, her ex-girlfriend comes back into her life, but she's got bigger things to worry about. Another floppy American paperback. I love them. I think American paperbacks are far superior to British paperbacks. This sounds right up my street. I'm really looking forward to reading this. Thank you so much, Katie, for this one. But it doesn't stop there, because she also bought me The Henna Wars, which is another sapphic novel. Katie, I don't know if you've realised that you've done that. In this book, the main character is a Muslim lesbian and her parents don't accept her for who she is. So when she comes out, she's left devastated. Her love interest comes into the picture and they're trying to live their true lives. And they're trying to find love in this difficult time. Katie, I'm just really overwhelmed. Thank you so much. I love you to pieces, you know I do. Okay, so I have just a few more gifts to run through really quickly. They're not necessarily birthday gifts, but I just wanted to talk about them anyway. And honestly, these are all courtesy of Rebecca. So Rebecca did give me The Rose and the Dagger, which is book 2 in the Wrath and the Dawn series. I loved the first book, but Rebecca just didn't feel like she wanted to read it. She had the first and the second book, and I was more than happy to take book 2 off her because I loved it so much. It's a duology and I can't wait to finish the story. It's a retelling of Arabian Nights. Loved it. So thank you, Rebecca, for passing this one on to me. I'm obsessed. Please read it if you haven't already read it. Another one that she passed on to me is The Cousins, with these beautiful black sprayed edges. I mean, isn't that just a lot? I have read One of Us is Lying and I really liked it. This is another young adult crime novel, like a mystery. I hope I enjoy it as much as One of Us is Lying. Another book that she passed on to me is The Kingdom of Copper. This is book 2 in the City of Brass series. Rebecca didn't actually, well, she couldn't get into the City of Brass, and it's another one where she had book 2. So I took book 2 off her. I'm also having the same issue with the City of Brass that Rebecca did, where I've started the City of Brass a few times and couldn't get into it, but I appreciate that it is a book that is seemingly really special and really richly written, and I just think it's me not being in the right headspace to read it. So thank you, Rebecca, for passing this on to me as well. Hopefully I managed to get into the first one, but I'm sure it will, because it sounds right up my street. The next one is a gift that, well, the next 2 are gifts that Rebecca bought me during a really rough time that I had when Alex had surgery on his spine, and she bought them to cheer me up with. And the first one is Bone Crier's Moon, which is a book I've wanted for so long. It sounds so good. This is another duology, which is strange because I could have sworn that this was a trilogy. But anyway, it's a duology. It's also a young adult novel, I believe. Bone Criers have a sacred duty to ferry the spirits of the dead to the afterlife, but the gods demand a sacrifice from them to prove their dedication. The main character's sacrifice is she must kill the boy that she's destined to love. Okay. Cover art, again, really stunning. And the second one is Winter's Orbit, which is a sci-fi novel. I think this was the Illumicrate book for, it's either December, January or February. It's some winter just gone, and that's why it caught my eye when I was watching people's unboxings and hearing them talk about it. It sounds so good. It sounds like such a complex space opera. It's described as being high stakes, multi-world politics, irresistibly engaging characters, perfect for fans of Gideon the Ninth and The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. I love The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, so I'm excited to pick this one up as well. And I also just wanted to talk about these two, which again I saw in Tesco's on Friday night, and my husband said he'd buy them as part of my birthday present, but I did just want to feature them in here really quickly just to let you know that this deal is there and exists if you live in the UK. So these were on a 2 for £8 offer, which made them £4 each, and that is book 3 in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And that's why when opening book 2 I thought that was like so funny, because I didn't realize I was getting book 2, and I picked this up knowing that I wanted to continue on with the series, and I thought £4 in Tesco's, if they sell out and I finally get around to reading book 2 and like it and want to move on to book 3, Tesco's might not sell it anymore and I might have to buy it for full price in Waterstones, which is £9. So I just picked it up just on a whim, and also because I wanted Ace of Spades, and you had to buy these as like part of the offer to save money. So in my head I would have bought this anyway, so this only cost me a couple of pounds, and I've heard really good things about this one as well. On the back it says that this is a compelling thriller with a shocking twist that delves deep into the heart of institutionalized racism. This is a young adult novel, I believe, set in a private academy. I'm not too sure much more of the plot to go into any significant detail with you, so I just wanted to really just share that these were 2 for £8 if you were interested in them and you lived in the UK. So that is my birthday book haul. I'm gonna just like pile them up here just to show you truly how many books this is. Look at this, really. I'm definitely sorted until the end of the year. My biggest problem now is not knowing which one I want to read first. Thank you so much to everyone who got me these. I'm truly overwhelmed. Again, like I've already said, please go and look at their social media links in the description. It would mean the world to me if you could go and just look at their content, see if you like it, engage with it, subscribe to them, follow them on all the platforms that they're on. We've got a mix of booktubers, bookstagrammers, tiktokers, bloggers, non-bookish content people on Twitter, just an amazing bunch of people. I'm gonna go and eat some cake. It's a white chocolate and strawberry cake. So I'm gonna go eat that, play some games, and read some books. Thank you to everyone for making my day super special. Thank you to everyone that's wished me well today. Regardless of buying me books or not, it's just so overwhelming and it means a lot to me. Today could have been awful. It could have been a truly awful day, and I'm just filled with love. So thank you very much to everyone. I hope everyone has a fantastic day whenever you're watching. And like I said at the start, all lifelong proceeds of this video will be donated to a charity that helps women and children in Afghanistan. I'll also leave some links in the description where you can read more about what's going on in Afghanistan and looking at other ways that you can sign petitions, donate to yourself, all that kind of jazz. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!